Rishon has more of an intuitive grasp of the Torah's core than an Acharon. An Acharon, and not all Acharon, of course, we're not talking about the Vilna Gaon, right? So the Vilna Gaon told his Talmud, Rav Chaim Volozhner, that he's entitled to argue on Rishonim, right? Depending on which Rishon it is, but on some Rishonim it's allowed to argue. But in any event, we assume that a Rishon had a more elemental and basic intuitive grasp of what the Torah's or the Chazal's intent was. And that was because we assume this is because they were holier people. Not because necessarily their minds were greater than those of the Acharonim. That may be or may not be. But since they were holier people, so therefore they had a greater grasp. And the evidence of that is that in a Rishon, you can be medayek, infer things, and not just infer things, but infer multiple things, and explain it one way, the other way, and come up with different perspectives. And you can say Shivim Panim LaTorah in a Rashba, not just in Torah Sh'Biksav, not just in the Gemara, but even in a Rashba. You can't say Shivim Panim LaTorah in a Reb Chaim. It doesn't work. Reb Chaim gives you one approach, and that's the approach. There's not that. You can't refract the Reb Chaim as great as Reb Chaim was and get multiple colors. You're just going to get that single color. You refract the Rishon, you get multiple colors.
That's why the Rishonim are greater. Someone like the Chavetz Chaim, it's hard for me to imagine, based on stories of the Chavetz Chaim, that the Rishonim were much holier people than he was. Well, what exactly were the Rishonim doing that someone like the Chavetz Chaim wasn't doing?
When we say holier, we usually mean that their minds. I can't. That's not the type of thing which I can judge. If you went to the Chavetz Chaim, he would tell you that the Rishonim were holier than him. You would have to ask him. I can't distinguish between them.
How? So meaning, is that the person?
Yeah, it better be. You better tell me because I don't understand it. Yes.
Because the person lives a kosher life. He doesn't really. I'll be Torah. I'll be Gemara or I'll be Halacha. What else? You beyond limits. You should be going forward. Eat your eyes. Like how far can you go?
No, we're not talking about holiness in sense of how you conduct yourself. It's spiritual. The Ramban was in touch with the Lama Solyanim, right?